Today's topic on Eat, Pray, Live is respect. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Tune in to find out what it means to me. Let's get this party started. What you be? Come on. You know I.
That's the Detroit original right there.
Oh, no respect.
Come on. Hey, baby, when you go home. I ain't gonna do you wrong.
That's your choreography?
How did they dance back then? What they doing?
I don't know what was they doing?
No, you got it. That's it.
That's like the Supremes.
Well, it's pretty much. It was all the same, you know.
Yeah.
Well, you're Detroit.
Some floor sides. Why you acting like you ain't got no?
I don't have any moves
He's like,
for
I'm not
this
gonna do
song.
any moves when I'm sitting down.
Typically,
for this song specifically.
Yeah, I sit down,
Oh,
I
okay.
listen
You
like,
just
yeah.
watch.
No, I'm sorry. Here you go.
You observe.
Yes, respect. I'm really loud. Hey,
All right.
welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome. We're so glad you joined us. Welcome to today's show. We are missing one. We don't know what happened to her.
I know.
We have no clue. She ain't called.
Wait, no, look.
Shout out,
look, I
Stacy.
think she is a
Stacey.
no-call, no-show for a
2
reason.
o'clock, Stacy.
Stacey, I got your back. I
Something
said
happened.
it. Something happened. Something
Ain't
Her
nothing
phone ain't
happened.
even on.
Stacy
like,
don't forgot, child.
She might be on a
She
plane.
forgot.
Wow.
She on a date.
She might be on a. Oh, she on
Ain't
a
no
date.
respect.
That's a day date.
Ain't no
That's
sorry. Ain't no sorry. Okay, so let's introduce. I'm too loud. You gotta turn me down. I'm way too loud.
She keeps hearing.
I'm giving my
How's
own
it?
self a headache. Now I can't hear me at all.
Oh.
How's that?
Better.
Y'all see my magical powers where I'm just turning her up and down.
All right, you guys, let me introduce my co-host for today and every day. Yes, I don't plan on swapping
I'm
them out.
like, damn.
She gonna keep you, man. She gonna keep you.
You better respect me. To my left, I have Demetrius Jones. That's my male me. Hi, Demetrius.
Hey, what's up? How you doing, everybody? Watch This Is Us on NBC. It's like
It's
that
so
deal.
good.
And then to his left, we have the one and the only, Courtney Stewart.
Say moi. Hello,
Hey,
hello.
Courtney is my militant me. She gonna let you have it. Now, I feel a little out-team today because my ally is not here. She's just a
know.
no-show. We just don't know. So what's Stacy's handle so we can
We'll
give her a hard
tweet
time?
Stacey.
Y'all give her a
Like,
hard time.
Stacey, where are
where
you?
you at, girl? It's a live. It's a live taping.
You not outnumbered.
Anyway, so y'all, how
We
you
might be all
living?
on the same team.
We're on the same side.
How you living though?
How are you living?
What's happening?
Oh, what, in my life or just
No, in someone else's life. Yeah.
I don't know, man. Stuff is
How
like,
you doing?
Yeah, that's really good for me, you know.
Good. Oh, you got
would-
to
I
you
would
must
too.
have got
Really
you some
good.
this
He said it
weekend.
was really good.
You
for
must
him.
have got you
First
some.
off, I get something every weekend.
Oh.
So that's no different. But,
Yes, he told us.
that being said, no, you know, I've just been taking stock of my life, you know, and I'm like, okay,
Taking stock.
not bad, not
That's some
bad.
grown man stuff right
All
there.
right.
Taking
I
stock.
am a grown man. I'm a grown
How
man.
about you, Miss Courtney? How you living?
I'm living okay. I don't think I'm doing that amazing.
I don't think
but you know,
any of us are. I'm just saying.
It's been a pretty good week so far, and been entertained thoroughly by the hot mess that's going on around us.
The hot mess. Lord have mercy. You know what I want to talk about because this is his girl. We're not going to talk about her every show. I'm just saying. Not every show. And you guys, I didn't put this. This was kind of an afterthought, just like a little.
Okay,
I got
because
you,
I'm
boo.
like, who's my girl? That
Let's put this picture up. What's going on with this Halloween? What is this? What is this? This Halloween costume of Kim gagged and
offended?
tied and what's really going on?
Yes, I'm offended, but you know, we've
You
had.
should pour for the woman because
Oh,
that's
yeah.
how we feel respected.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate
Well,
that.
let me say this.
How'd you feel about this?
I felt upset when people even dared to question if the robbery was real.
Really?
Yes, I did. Yes, I
Dared
did.
Wait
to
a minute.
question?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
And it was the manner. No, it wasn't even the manner in which they
Thank
did
you,
it.
darling.
Because if you think about it, not too long ago, I think on this show, and that might have been when we were doing the test show, Ryan Lochte, says like, yeah, me and a bunch of guys, we got robbed. Everybody's like, yeah, the police come out. No one questions it. But as soon as a woman who happens,
Come on, Courtney, get him.
Demetrius.
Get him.
now keep in mind, we're talking about Ryan Lochte.
Yes,
so we're not talking about Michael Phelps. We're talking about Ryan Lochte.
We are, but Ryan Lochte has not built a career on manipulating the media, period. And no, he built a career as a swimmer and then being a badass when he is out in public and doing things. So don't get me wrong, like he has his faults and there may be some reason to, but to put them in the same category as to why.
You know why I'm saying this?
I mean, because you love Kim, like you hurt for her.
No, it's not even because
I hurt for her.
But Kim's not even my type.
The dare to question.
You want to know what I saw happen here?
What did you see?
Now we're gonna get into the nuances, and people will say, "Oh, he's reaching," but no, this is true. When you go to a country like Brazil,
Yes.
and you have a white dude who says, I was robbed by who more than likely some brown people, everybody believes it. Right? I suspect that he knew that people would believe that story.
Okay.
But when you're in France,
I'm sure he did.
When you're in France, and this woman who is married to a black dude claims that she was robbed in a European country, more than likely by some Europeans. Not to say everybody in France is, is white, but people are more likely to say, oh, no, she's making it up. No. That's how I see it. That's how I see it. That's how I see it. That's how I see it.
Because everybody that I know that came out was like, oh, she lying. They were thinking
people really thought she was lying?
that they weren't surprised if it would be a lie because people were saying like that this would be publicity stunts, mess. It sounds insane, but Hollywood does some crazy things sometimes for attention.
Kim done that?
The point is, Kim is only an attention whore. Like that's been her, and there's nothing wrong with it. It has worked for her. But to say that you are like having like shock that people would even think that maybe it wasn't real,
because you're talking. You know why? Because not only that. It's not only that, it's the people who did it. You got a Supreme Court justice questioning it. You got late night hosts immediately making jokes. But the thing about it, and I don't even want to put this in the universe, but if Kim would have got shot, if Kim could have got raped, then everybody's walking around here sad. This is a serious situation. And I think for the people who question it, and I think for the people who make jokes about it, have either never been shot at, and they never had a gun in their face. I've been shot at. I've had a gun in my face. It ain't fun. Ain't nothing to joke about.
Was it a
People
clown?
Don't make it up. It wasn't no damn clown.
It wasn't no clown.
It wasn't no clown. It was somebody who was trying to hit me with bullets. So that being said, I know how Hollywood works. This is not something she would make up. One, because every time Kim has done anything that lends itself to manipulation or not truth, it's come out. There's nothing she has done that has not come out.
Yeah.
So that's why people questioned, like, oh, is it going to come out? People were sad for it. They were like, I feel bad that I questioned. But I did question. In my brain, I was like, that's awful if it really happened.
I understand both your points. Now, I never questioned that whether it happened or not. I thought, it wouldn't be something that she would make up. But nonetheless, you have some valid points. But in any event, that's wrong.
Is it?
That costume is
I didn't think it was a little bit funny.
I didn't find that funny at all. It wasn't. No, I didn't. Well, I didn't laugh
funny.
out loud.
The gall of the people who did it, I thought was that's funny.
Creative.
Pull it down.
Tragic,
now, if they want to keep it up, it's on them. But it's in bad taste.
I didn't think it was real. I thought it was, they have a Kim K, costume. I didn't realize they had this is real.
Yeah.
Like you can go online and buy this costume. That I think is going a little.
But I already know like two people that was like, I'm gonna be Kim for Halloween, and like that's what they're gonna dress up, like bound to gag, like it's funny.
Oh, that's
to them.
a mess.
May I pose a question?
Sure.
You better not invite Demetrius to that party.
Who the hell are your friends?
No, I didn't. I said
She
I
ain't get
know
robbed. She
two
lying.
people.
Let's dress up like her.
Let me qualify. First of all, they never said she didn't get robbed. She's lying. They said, I'm not sure if that's true or not.
Yeah.
So there was most of them want to believe that it was
Okay,
true. Nobody
okay,
wants to
okay,
believe that
okay.
somebody
So
would
you
make
can't
that
be
up.
mad,
Okay.
but you
But
can't
you'd be mad
at
that
that
question is there.
Yeah, you
Right,
can't be
right.
mad
I
at
get that.
Because
I take that.
I'm a
I get
fairly
that.
like kind
Yes.
person,
I
and
get that.
but I felt that I was like, I
Yeah.
really hope this ain't fake, like,
Yeah.
because I would be really.
I
Upset
would say this.
You
I
can't
don't
be
think
mad at
they
that.
respect the sophistication of her organization, though,
Yeah.
because there's a way to do a publicity stunt, and then there's a way
course.
not to do the publicity stunt. And given the amount of success that she's had, they wouldn't do something that stupid. Because one, in addition to the fact that they do have to do a lot of business in pairs, as we found with Ryan Lochte not too long ago, this can lead to criminal charges against the person
Yeah.
who has misled
Absolutely.
the
Sure,
authorities.
sure.
So why do something like that?
I don't think she would.
Wholeheartedly agree. The point still remains.
Not
the
mad at
question
the people that
exists for a
questioned it,
reason.
but not mad at it. You know what I mean? Not mad at it. Don't think she
And
did
glad
it.
she's okay.
And that's wrong. Y'all,
Or
y'all,
alive.
y'all,
Yeah,
she's
that's
wrong.
wrong. That's
And
wrong.
if I see somebody in that costume, I'm
I bet you money you're gonna see a bunch of
I'm
young people
side-eyeing.
walking down the street in
I
that
think
costume.
it's in poor taste. That's what I think.
It's
but
too
that's just me.
soon. It's too soon.
It is too soon. Maybe next year.
Next year,
Yes.
maybe, but it is definitely too
point.
soon because she's still like in the
point.
house and scared and like it's awful.
I don't even think it's just not something that
Yeah.
I just don't play when it comes
Yeah.
to kidnapping, and because they did they did
Yes.
take her away from the. I have to look at the elements of kidnapping. I don't play when it comes to battery and assaults.
Yeah, yeah. And
With
I can
guns.
imagine how, terrifying that had to be. And I think for
Can't
with me,
even.
for women, I think our mind would go, please don't rape me. That would be the first thing I would think.
And that's what they said she was
Please don't
yelling.
rape me.
Yeah.
Yeah, please don't rape me.
And see, my mind, when someone asks someone to get in the tub, I'm thinking that they're going to kill them and wrap them up
Yeah.
in plastic and then take the body away with them.
Yes.
Oh, dang.
So
that's,
it's not like a big cleanup.
yeah. Ooh,
Precisely.
oh, Lord, y'all vicious. Okay,
Shouts
I
out
didn't
to
even think
Detroit.
of that. Oh, Detroit in the house. Okay. Well, let's get into our main topic about respect. And let's kind of preface it by saying that there was a time when life and death was literally wrapped up, and how valued and respected you were. You had to be considered an asset to the group. So it really was life and death. And these, of course, were primitive times. If the group deemed you not valuable, they'd leave you behind to die, literally. So that has been, the speculation is that's probably the foundation for our psychological need to feel respected. Respect communicates a sense of worthiness, and it's our fundamental need for significance and our need to matter. That's at the root of needing and wanting to be respected. And as women, we've been demanding our respect for and fair treatment, I would say, for decades. But no matter how far we come in this male-dominated world and how large our contribution is to society, we inevitably rediscover that we have been reduced to nothing more than sexual objects and locker room banter. Hello. And I agree. What Aretha said, respect.
Courtney, I'm
When
feeling
you
these
come
vibes.
home, these are the lyrics. When you come home, or you might walk in and find me gone. But I do have a question about that song. Why I got to give you all my money when I come home?
Oh no.
What's that
Well,
about?
that was.
What's my job?
At the
What
time,
was that, like
at the time,
1968?
yeah, it's like you would give the guy the money and then he would,
That ain't respectful. That ain't respectful.
Do you wrong.
All right, so let's talk about. Let's show our next
I
picture.
need you to give me all your money.
And of course.
If you're better at managing
And I'll
money,
take
I don't
care of
have
the
a problem
money,
with that. I don't understand why all the women. Yeah, like you saw this too on Instagram.
That was
Did you
hilarious.
see that? I finally understand why
Protect
all of the
the
Trump
pussy.
women stand like this.
Me too, shoot. Because he'll roll up
This
on you.
whole, this
Can you
whole,
imagine?
grab them by,
Just grab, like really.
what in the world?
Grab them by what?
Grab them.
You can't say the P
Grab
word.
them by the kitty.
I hate the P word.
I hate the P word
hate
too.
it.
Grab them by the kitty.
I don't mind pussy myself. I don't have a problem with that word.
Okay.
When I hear it, everything around me
Yes.
stops. So it's like,
Yeah,
what's about
it's
to
one
happen?
of those words.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Yeah.
I can't. Ugh. Ugh.
So, this has been, of course, a big
Just,
scandal.
I just can't even help my brain right now.
And the fact that he, doesn't, it's been said that he doesn't respect women. His defense was, now this was interesting. And Ben Carson said this, and I thought it was interesting. He said that at the time he did this, which was in 2005, he's a billionaire playboy. And he said, Donald Trump said, and Ben Carson said that it's locker room banter. Some people said, oh, who was it? It was one of the interviewers, I do have her name, that actually said, she questioned Ben Carson and was like, well, who, I don't know anybody who talks like that. Well, I do. I know a lot of people who talk like that. I know a lot of athletes. Okay. I mean, I do think that's locker room banter.
No, it's locker room banter for some people, but it doesn't happen in the locker room for some people, and he wasn't in the locker room.
But the locker room is a metaphor.
Oh, is that what it is? Look.
Yes.
How old was he in 2005?
Damn, 60? How old was he? He was like 55, 60 years old.
You got
Nasty.
everybody acting like apologists, right?
Nasty.
Ben Carson, he was a playboy.
Who gives a damn?
Was that Billy Bush? I was immature. Wasn't Billy
And he
Bush
was 33?
But hey, Courtney, have you noticed though something?
Wait. So you're saying you can't be immature at 33?
Absolutely, but it's not an excuse.
Honey.
You can be as immature as you want to be, but you're a grown-ass man with a grown-ass job on television with a microphone taped to your chest, and that's the best you can
Right.
do.
So
And if you were immature at 33, your ass is immature now.
And that's why you got fired.
Are we but I don't think that man should have got fired.
Well,
I thought he's still suspended.
no, they said the last thing I read is that they're in talks to part ways.
What did he do? He was starting his career.
He wasn't starting. He was already a main host on Access Hollywood and had been for years.
Hadn't he been married for like 5 years too?
What did he do that was so wrong?
I think the way he encouraged the conversation that he was as culpable.
How
as
did
Donald
he
Trump.
encourage it?
Because
I listened to it and I didn't.
He's the one that poked when they pulled up in the truck or whatever, and the girl was waiting outside. He was like, "Ooh, look at those legs! Now you can get those." And then he's the one that like egged on the lady, like,
I
"Oh, why
hear
don't you
that
give
part of
Trump
the
a
tape.
hug?" When they got off the bus after saying all that. In the end, what he said wasn't that terrible.
Yeah.
But it felt disgusting. Like whatever it was, maybe it wasn't. It felt disgusting, and he was part of it.
And it's like sometimes you can't verbalize. Well, this is no. You can feel it.
It
He was
felt
part
awful.
of it.
And
He
it
was laughing.
nasty.
He was enjoying it.
He was enjoying it. And in the end, the Today Show's demographic is primarily women.
Yeah.
And the fact alone that if it makes enough women like, oh, that's gross, I don't feel good about that, they have every right to let him go.
Because previously there was someone that was on the Today Show that I believe, I can't say this was the reason why this person was removed, but there was some type of friction with him and his wife, and there were rumors that he left his wife for an intern or something like that. And I think they got rid of him because of that. I can't prove
Who'd they get rid of?
Was it Tiki?
Oh.
I can't remember.
Oh, he did used to do one of those mornings. I thought he was
Let me go out of the way and down the street to try to bring it back and make a point. Did y'all hear about the Alaskan airline situation? Okay. So apparently flight attendant, she's going through the preliminary safety instructions, and a passenger yells out, "Hey, sexy." Mm-hmm. So she confronts him. Long story short, they escort him off the plane. Now, I do think that was rude and it was disrespectful. But is "hey, sexy"? Let me play devil's advocate for a minute, because I know as women, we want to be sexy. We want to embrace our sex appeal, and we're not just doing it for ourselves. Don't we want men to notice?
Of course.
So then why is it so offensive? Now, he was out of line. His timing was bad. But why is that? So if he didn't do it in the middle of her giving the instructions and she came to bring him a drink and he said, "Hey, sexy," would it have been as offensive?
I personally didn't think it was that serious in that incident. I don't compare that to what Trump said, because my issue with what Trump said is the physical act that he says he does. This person was saying, "Hey, sexy," like he wasn't grabbing her vagina or saying, "I'm about to grab your vagina" or "grab your boobs" or anything like that. So to me, the physical act is what separates those two conversations. But at the same time, with Alaska Airlines, if that, because they said she walked up to him and said, please, that's disrespectful or whatever.
Yeah.
He made some other
Like, I'm
flippant
just playing-
comment,
well, I'm
like,
just
or whatever.
playing with you, he said.
And if that made her uncomfortable, I give credit to the airline for, like, supporting their employee, but I did feel like, based on the story that I read, that was minor, and I would have been pissed if I was on the plane and they stopped the plane to get him off, wasting time. But at the same time, from a
Demetrius,
corporation
you want to
perspective,
join
I
the
respect
show?
it.
Okay, no, Tiki Barber kept his
He
job.
had to look it up. Was it at GMA?
No, he
It
was
was
at the
Today
Today Show even after the marriage. So scratch all that.
So
But he's
what's
not
that?
on there now.
He's not there now. Well,
Oh, okay, I don't know what
think so.
happened.
I don't really watch the show. I'm a Good Morning America
So ignore
person.
all those rumors. Hey, I have to be accurate with what I say. So
right. I had
to double check.
that being said, let me go back to the Alaska Airlines thing. She's trying to do her job, and he yells this out. Now, is it wrong? Yes. Should he have been removed from the plane? No, I don't
You think
so.
that was a little severe?
Yes, I think
Okay.
it was. I think it was.
So with Donald Trump,
Yeah.
now he has a history of who did he say? He said about Carly Fiorina that she was too ugly to be elected president. Shouting, "Look at that face! Who would anybody vote for that?" And then who was it? News anchor Megyn Kelly asked him tough questions during the GOP debate, and he said because she was on her period. So
Trump is the type of person, in my opinion, that you can be a woman, you can be pretty, and he's happy to deal with you as long as you agree with him or you do what it is that he wants you to do. Once you disagree with him, he begins to treat you like he would any other person, but he's going to zero in on the fact that you're a woman and try to make you feel bad using whatever he can think of that relates to you being a woman.
I think he is, and I don't say this often. I think he's a bully. He's a bit of a bully.
Yeah, I agree.
And he leads with fear, not respect.
Yes, I would say
He
that.
definitely leads with fear. And what'll happen when you lead with fear, it'll result in people around you really despising you.
Yes.
As opposed to, leading and being respectful, and that leads to, people just
You
really
know who
honoring
bothers
and
me
loving
more
you.
though than
Who?
Trump are the people who apologize for him. Like Ben Carson
Ben
said,
Carson.
he was a playboy. That's what he said. He was a.
But I think that's a valid point.
As to what?
It's a valid
No,
point if he was
listen.
saying, "Oh, that chick is hot. Look at those boobs. She's got a great body." He said, "I walk
wait a
up to
minute.
chicks and I will grab a pussy
He
and
didn't
kiss
say
her. I just can't kiss him."
He didn't. He said no. He said when you're famous, you can pretty much do anything. You can just go up and grab him by the pussy. I don't know if he's done that.
And then he said, "I can't help it. When I just see a beautiful woman
said,
and I
"Just
walk
wanna
up to
kiss-
her,
I
I
just-"
kiss them." No, he didn't say I want to. He said, "I just
start
kiss
kissing
them."
them. I
It's
start
like
kissing them.
magnets.
Oh, here's the thing. I've had a lot of conversations that I would not have had I have known I was, and what happens, I did a reality show, and you are mic'd, and you forget sometimes that you're mic'd. Because the cameras ain't rolling, you get comfortable, you have conversations. I've had a lot of conversations that I would be appalled and highly embarrassed. I might leave the country and go into hiding if some of these conversations came out.
Let me say this in regards to what Sheree said. If anyone has a tape or something,
You gonna say something dumb. I feel it in my
No, I'm
spirit. I feel it in my
My
spirit.
Instagram is open because I don't give a shit.
Don't you ask for naked pictures every week?
Yes, he does.
But that's why, you know what? I decided, wow, I'm not gonna be Barack. I decided long ago, I'm not running for
I'm not
president
Barack.
because I prefer not to give a
You
fuck.
ain't running.
It
But you
feels
ain't running
good.
for president today.
Precisely.
Today.
You know why? Because
in
a bunch of shit that I
2005.
said in 2005, if y'all heard it, you
Listen.
wouldn't elect me either.
Okay,
he shouldn't be running for president.
No.
You can't say this if you're going to run for president.
I don't think you can say that. And here's what I'm saying. This is what I know. On this journey,
What?
you could be somewhere today, not even thinking about what's in the future, because you think this is the path that I'm going to take. I'm going to go this way, and we do make our plans. God laughs, because at the end of the day, His purpose and His assignment will prevail. Really. So what can happen? You can meet God on the road to Damascus, and He says, "Demetrius, I need you to run for public office." What you gonna say to Jesus? You gonna tell Jesus no?
I would say,
I don't think
look,
Jesus told
I'm
Trump
You
saying,
gonna say,
look,
Jesus, you know
You
what?
wanna know what I'ma say?
10 years
You
ago,
wanna know
Jesus,
what I'ma
I done
say?
said some mess.
What I would say to Jesus is like, look, first off, how much money you got? 'Cause this is gonna cost
snap.
a lot of money to do. 2, look, Why you want me to do this?
If he called you, he's gonna supply.
Supply what?
He's gonna supply your needs. He's gonna make it happen.
okay,
But I'm
well,
saying,
But that's Jesus with Demetrius. I'm fairly certain ain't nobody named Jesus done told Trump to run for president. I'm just gonna put that out there.
love it.
For number one.
Good
And
point.
number two,
Good point,
it would be
Courtney.
one thing if Trump had been running his campaign and he's a little big and doing too much a little bit. And then this tape comes out and it's like, okay, that sucks and that's inappropriate, but shit happens.
meant it.
He has said so much
No, he has.
already, like adding
He
that
has.
to the pot, like it's just...
Has he denied ever grabbing a woman by the pussy?
Well, he's denying that because all these women have come out. A
He's
few women
denied-
have
he
come
said-
out today
But Courtney-
saying that they were groped by him
Is
or
he saying he
inappropriately
didn't grab
touched.
their pussies?
He's saying that he didn't grab their pussies.
Okay.
So, and
right.
especially the People magazine writer, he said, look at her. Like, she looked like hot garbage. I would never touch that beat. So that's the sort of tone that he's taken with it. And I'm just like, it's a character flaw. It has nothing to do with any.
you're right.
You are flawed as a human being. You are an asshole. And you should not be running anything except whatever bullshit business you got going on. Make your money stay over there. You do not need to be the representation of this country because you don't speak for me. And I hope you don't speak for most of the people that live
And you
here.
can't just
Tell
be
us how you
walking up.
really feel.
Yeah, for real. You
Courtney.
can't just be
Oh.
walking up grabbing random
Grab it.
pussy.
Who said that?
Listen.
Grab
You
an
can't do
ass.
that. I don't even do that.
People grab, or
you
at
know
least
what?
say, I want to
no.
grab her
Yeah,
ass.
but-
Who grabs a pussy?
but y'all are taking it. I've been grabbed in front.
By the pussy?
By who?
Yes.
Somebody just walked up
Who
to
the
you.
hell walked
and
up
grabbed-
to you and grabbed your
Watch this. Oh,
vagina?
wait. Did you like it?
It wasn't Donald Trump.
Did
Was
you
it
like
somebody
it?
you had already seen
No.
your vagina?
You didn't like it?
No, I didn't.
They
I
ain't
didn't
never-
like it.
they ain't
But
never
I've
seen
had,
your- had
and
they-
I've had people grab my behind. Now that.
I've had lots of people grab my
That I
butt.
liked.
Ain't nobody grab my vagina.
Did you like the booty grab?
Booty grab, it depends on who did it. But I want to know who grabbed your vagina. Had they seen
I
it
ain't
before?
seen
I'm a little.
No, they ain't seen my
They
vagina
hadn't seen
before.
it. Because,
No.
you know, because sometimes
I'm
they
a
might have had
little-
some,
I'm a
like,
little-
I missed it. And they were like,
Oh no! Oh my God!
I'm a little like hesitant to do that, to just
because you a
Grab
grown ass man.
because one, I got a story. It's a really quick story. There's a story
He grabbed him.
that
It
my
went
ex
wrong.
told me one night. She was
Ooh,
out.
at the
She
time.
saw Floyd Mayweather, and she's like, she wanted to go take a picture with him. So, and Floyd has had rumored to have been abusive and all this
Yeah.
type of stuff. But check this out. She said she went over to Floyd to take a picture, and he was like, "Whoa, hold up.
Uh-oh.
Whose woman is this?
Oh, I love it.
She too fine. I don't want no shit." That's Floyd
I
Mayweather.
love it. That's respectful.
But that's Floyd. He's not running for president. This dude is running for president.
Yes,
And
no,
you
no,
can't even do that.
No,
Yeah.
I agree. I agree. He is definitely a hard pill to swallow. His angle is that he's not a politician. So if that's refreshing to some, then you can't really hold him to
Yes,
the
you can.
standards.
You can still hold him to
we
the
can.
standard
We
of
can
a...
do what? Yeah, people can do whatever they want to do. But I'm
Right.
saying people are excusing. The people that are for Trump are excusing the behavior because he's not a politician, which is a brilliant angle that he's
I don't know
trying
how
to
brilliant
hit.
it is. I
Well,
think
I think it is because he's separating himself. He knows this dumb stuff is going to come out. He knows he did some crazy
I
mess.
think the people who are doing it for their own self-interest. I think Bill
Yes.
Carson wants to be Surgeon General. He believes this is the path for him to do it, and he will defend anything that Trump
Self-serving.
says.
Most
That's how I see
of it is self-serving.
Which is sad because it is to be respected. If I respect anything about the Trumpness if I had to dig something out of it,
Yeah.
I appreciate the fact that there is a non-politician who has, obviously it still was about money because he had the money to do it and get himself there, but the idea that a non-politician, not in the circle, so to speak, can come up and actually run for president should be something that's a positive thing in this country that we're excited about because technically that was supposed to be the ability of a common man from the jump to be able to come up in politics and be somebody running the country.
Yeah, the common bill.
Theoretically.
You know what,
Common man meaning billionaire, but
I want to go because we are running out of time because there's so much. This is so loaded. There's so much to talk about. Did you see Melania?
I did.
Do you know what her now? This is what I think.
she was like, he grabbed my pussy all the time. It's fine.
Wait.
Courtney is
Now you know I
hilarious.
went to fashion school, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the top that she's wearing is very similar to the top that I am wearing.
Yes, it is.
And that is called a pussy bow top. Do you think that Miss Melania was sending a silent message? I fail to believe, and that's like a Gucci $1,100.
Yes,
She's kind of in her
it
own
is.
power suit, hot pink. I fail to believe that she didn't know what she was doing.
She definitely knew what she was doing.
Absolutely.
I don't
So she
think she
showed up
did.
in a pussy bow top. Stop it.
I don't think she did.
Sure she did.
She's designed jewelry. She's in.
Yeah, she does.
No one just
world.
remembers automatically like, oh, this is called a pussy.
Sure you do.
Yes, you do.
Sure
if you
do.
care about clothes and know about clothes, like you definitely know that's a pussy
And if you want to
bow.
drop $1,100 on the top, you know it's a pussy bow top now.
That's
Come
not-
on.
that's
And
not-
your
it's not
stylist definitely knew it was a pussy bow.
Now,
Let me-
whether or not the stylist knew, that's something different.
No, but I'm saying, so the stylist wouldn't communicate that on the heels of this
No.
pussygate?
No. Didn't she also
Situation.
didn't she also give Michelle Obama's speech? Was that on purpose too?
Yes, that was on purpose. Remember, she said she watched her speech and she was
But
inspired.
she did not realize that we would realize that this
She
was
realized.
Michelle. No,
She did. She realized
I
that
think
she
that
was.
was
She thought she
intentional.
changed enough
I
that it
think-
wasn't plagiarism.
Precisely.
Can I give the
Precisely.
history? Because I think this is very, very fascinating. First of all, Melania did condemn the words of her husband, saying the words my husband used are unacceptable and offensive to me. This does not represent the man that I know.
Girl,
He has
you
a heart and a
lying.
mind of a leader.
She lying.
I hope people will accept his apology as I have. Now, let me tell you the history of pussy bow, which is really interesting. The pussy, excuse me.
What
We
about the
said
pussy,
pussy a
Sheree?
lot this
That was a
episode.
about it?
Freudian slip. Don't you be grabbing my, you grabbed my pussy bow before the show. You
Yes, he did.
Don't
He
touch
grabbed
it.
her
Don't
My
pussy.
touch
hands have
it.
come
Don't touch it.
nowhere near your
What?
pussy bone.
Oh, gee, I'm gonna have to repent after this show. Lord have mercy. Okay, so pussy bows were invented, they said, as a sort of girly tie. Back in the 70s and 80s, Meg Whitman, who's the CEO of Hewlett Packard, said,
She former or she still?
No, she's not anymore. She
yeah,
got-
former. Excuse me. So, these were women in the workforce that was male dominated, and they didn't really know how to dress. So this was their answer to a male tie, and that's how it got the name, Pussy Bow. Now the name was changed, and this blogger made the comment because apparently it does come from the female genitalia. That's where the name came from, because they thought, okay, maybe it came from a cat or whatever, but no, it came from power, from a woman.
Power pussy.
Power, exactly. Power in the
R.
P.
Kelly and I think Jay-Z got
And
power of PUSS.
She said it's so feminine that it's vaginal. She said the true offense here is that American Apparel is selling them as secretary blouses. And this is Tracy Morrissey, who is a blogger. So some women do not find the word pussy offensive.
I don't find
I
it
happen to
offensive.
find it.
You find it offensive?
Pussy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I just find it
So-
like, oh, I can't say pussy. What's a bad word?
So you find it offensive?
I don't find it offensive when somebody says it. I just personally feel like my mom would be like, "You said."
You're
period."
right.
And I'm free. Most people
Yes.
can't say vagina because they're uncomfortable saying vagina.
The word embarrasses
and
me.
they will say
You're
pussy
right.
quickly. It embarrasses me.
I'm not
but I'm not
offensive.
offended by
Yeah.
it. I would just say vagina instead of
It
pussy.
depends on who says it and how it's said. Hello.
Because I'm
Do
talking
you use that word?
And
in life.
yes, I use it
You
often.
do? What do you
You use
say?
it often?
How do
It
you use
depends.
it?
Like
Use
when
it
you're
in a
talking
sentence,
to
Demetrius.
your woman, or when you're talking
Use
to
it.
dudes, or
I want you to use it in a sentence disrespectfully, and then I want you to use it in a sentence respectfully.
and go.
You are you can call someone a pussy.
That's not what I
That's
asked you.
You want me to do this?
Yes.
Stop. Well,
Teacher says do it.
okay. Which one you want first?
Use it. I want to end on an up note, on a happy note. So use it disrespectfully.
Disrespectfully. Personally, I think you're acting like a pussy right now.
Okay, that's to demean. Yeah, but usually that's not directed at a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a dude.
No, I have said that to a woman.
That she was acting like a. Are you
Stop acting like a-
serious?
yeah.
Did she
Yeah,
say?
It's like, all
both
right,
you,
let's do
I
this. So yeah. So
So it's one of those words that can go both ways. So now use it in a way that flatters and honors and is respectful.
no, I wouldn't. Because this is the thing.
that's
In order,
the sex
in
talk.
order,
Get them
yeah,
naked
that's
pictures
right.
you've
That's
been
a,
asking for
sex
every
talk.
week.
that's a new. That's a yeah.
You might
That's
get
that
them naked
private life.
pictures.
Before we move on, I will say this. I understood like some of what Donald Trump was talking about. Like, I would go and do something like that to my woman, and I was thinking about myself. I was like, sexually, like in the bedroom, I can be very aggressive and borderline sadistic.
You be grabbing the people?
I do some. There's safe words are needed at times. That's fine, but you can't just be doing this to random women because you're famous. Or because that just should not be an idea.
Sometimes ain't nobody came forward yet. Here's the thing.
2 people
have. And those are the people that he's claiming, I never would have touched them.
But we don't know how valid that is. Allegedly, I saw the one woman this morning. But here's the thing. That could just be boastful banter. Because sometimes y'all do that.
It could be,
men,
but
sometimes y'all just
it could be,
talk.
but I know it when I hear it. I don't think it was. And to put this in the frame of mind for guys that may not get it, if you happen to be a heterosexual guy, if a guy just came up to me and grabbed my penis, do you
the other P word?
Do you know how once I got out
of jail. Got you.
I would be able to contemplate how violated I feel, and so I imagine that, and then that made me understand how a woman might feel if a dude just comes up to her. Even if you're a dancer in the strip club, I'm not just grabbing you by your pussy.
No,
that's just not a thing. Like that's the problem. It's not a thing.
Do you know
like smacking them on the ass, tap on the ass, like that's something
I've never heard
a dude say this before.
In my teens.
Okay.
Which was crazy out of line. Yes, I felt assaulted because I was.
It's assault.
So let me ask you, let's go back to respect.
Yeah.
How as a woman, Courtney, how do you feel respected?
Oh, how do I feel like from
a man? What does a man have to do in order to make you feel like he respects you?
I mean, be like a respectful human being. Like, just like don't invade my space unless invited. Speak to me respectfully and kindly, the same way that I speak to you. Like, and don't be an ass. Like, it's not complicated.
Let me ask you, because my mind is going to last week when Stacey, 2 weeks ago, we had a conversation with her, and she was going on a date.
Yes.
Remember? And I loved what she had on. It was a little, unconstructed little shift dress. Which was super cute. I thought she looked adorable. You suggested that she went home and put on something more sexy.
Well, she said she wanted to go home and change because she wanted to be more sexy because she didn't feel like what she was in was sexy.
And you agreed.
I agreed because I said, if you don't feel sexy in that, because that to me what she was wearing was beautiful, but it wasn't sexy. It was beautiful, but not sexy.
Why do we need to be quote unquote sexy?
You don't need anything. She said she wanted to feel sexy. So if you, because I don't feel sexy today. Today I was at work. I put on a blouse and I had to go in the office, so I got a sweater on, and I don't feel sexy today. If I was going out with somebody tonight and I wanted to feel sexy on my own, I would change clothes. And I don't think that's.
But the conversation was, and I was like, girl, you're fine. I said, I've never gone on a date and with a mindset of dressing sexy.
Why not?
Because I don't want to put that out there. That's not the first thing I want to put out there. Get to know me first, because I think I'm sexy without dressing sexy.
And that's fair, but you feel sexy regardless. Everybody doesn't feel sexy regardless.
No,
like you know what I'm saying? Like I would wear what you're wearing right now and feel really sexy.
Do you feel sexy right now?
I always feel sexy.
Well, see, that's her.
So that's the thing. but there's a part, because like with Stacey too, like
confidence is sexy.
Confidence is sexy.
I think confidence is
I'm confident,
sexy.
but I'm also a tomboy. So like when I want to like turn a knob up, I'm gonna change what I got on because it makes me feel differently.
The question is, as women though, why do we feel a need to, when you see women out with their guys, they're always dressing very, very provocatively.
Well, provocative girl and sexy is because we in another space now.
But that's what we think is sexy though, and that's what she meant when she was going home to change. Why aren't you sexy?
Well, she was saying she was going to wear a jumpsuit.
Wait.
All right, come on, Demetrius.
Let's keep it real for a second. Okay, a lot. However y'all want me to put this.
Go ahead.
A lot of women.
Because when you go on dates and somebody is dressed, the way society deems it being sexy, which is usually synonymous with being, provocative.
Yeah.
Maybe a little cut, something short. So, what's your take on that?
It depends on what I'm looking for. You know, if I'm looking to hook up or get some sex, and then that's fine. But if I'm not in that mood, it's still something good to look at. I think it's nothing wrong with a woman.
She just cut her eyes at me, child.
I think it's
No, that was someone on over here. Like,
it's nothing wrong with a woman wanting men to desire her and dressing the part to get that, as long as they're not complaining in regards to the type of men that they attract. So it just depends on the lower you go, the more questionable the dudes are that you might attract.
well, see, that's the thing, and I think like there's like obviously there's a line between like because my version of what sexy, me saying like I want to go get sexy is not gonna be my chi-chi's hanging out and all that, like ever, because that's just not me.
Yeah, you're not gonna be in booty shorts.
No, like I just started wearing shorts again this year, but that's another story. But so I think that, because I think there is a whole, sorry, your girl Kim brought on a whole sort of movement of sexy in a different
Didn't she have like
fashionable in terms of fashion and like what is considered sexy? Like we have a different, especially young women right now, like
No,
what
it's
to
ridiculous.
wear. Like,
There's a part two to this.
I'm not blaming. I'm saying that it has the same way that butt injections and and this has become a thing right now. Like a certain kind of fashion has skyrocketed with this Kardashian.
Yeah, that's real.
And that's real.
That's real.
Because it's not amongst black women, because black women had ass from the beginning.
We're not just talking about ass, we're talking about clothes.
Is Kim Kardashian
I'm not just talking about figure. I'm talking about clothes. I'm talking about why Fashion Nova has blown up with what they specifically have. Like there's specific look. There's a look right now that is considered a Kardashian look that is considered sexy right now.
I can't.
I'm not. Like, are you saying no? Are you saying that doesn't exist?
Give us your thoughts, because what we have to do, we have 8 minutes left. We have to go to our Halo
Okay,
Award.
what I'm saying
is
it's not Kardashian. Now there are certain things like maybe very dark hair that I've seen some women who kind of look like Kim try to emulate, but no, this is just the growth of society in regards to that direction as far as how they dress. It's not Kim making that a trend. I'm like, this is just how shit is.
Let me, but they did kind of make it
All right.
But let me ask you this. The way a woman dresses, does that translate to you as the respect that they have for themselves? If you see somebody scantily clad, got their chi-chis out, got their booty cheeks out,
it says something about the type of respect they're trying to get. Like Donald Trump respects women. He respects their beauty. He respects them as sexual objects. A lot of them. I'm sure there's some women he has a different type of respect for, but he clearly does. And he's by saying, well, I see them, I just have to have them. So he respects the beauty. You can respect women and people in many different ways. So if I see you like that, I'm thinking that you are seeking sex and you're showing me that you're sexually available.
you think if I wear a little mini dress, you think I'm seeking sex?
Yes. Now let me say this first.
Get hate mail.
I think first me, Demetrius. Every woman that I see, I believe wants me anyway.
What?
Because women are so subtle.
We all do. You figure it out.
I just switched. I was like, I think that's how I think.
Immediately.
Now, immediately.
Good. Well, that's good.
Immediately.
If I were a dude, I'd have to think that way. Because how else would you like approach women, go after women?
Yes.
Like you have to be like, this. She want me.
Yeah.
To go after that.
She
But
want my
you don't
body.
really believe that, though. That's kind of like
No,
you
he
hyping
has
yourself
to.
up.
I have to, but
You're
of
your
course.
own hype man.
He has to believe
I have
nobody
to
would be
believe that.
like, nah.
That's why I don't have trouble getting women, because that's how I approach it. I don't go walk up to them and say they want me to
That's
grab their
swag.
pussy,
You don't-
but that's how I approach it like that. Like, she want me.
I respect dudes, man, because y'all got it rough.
It's hard. And then,
I can't imagine being a dude.
and it's so,
Like,
women are so
it's-
subtle. They're so subtle, and I found that out kind of as a teenager. Like, wait, she like me? Even, you know what I thought about the other day? I've missed out on like 2 or 3 ways that were subtly offered to me.
This ain't that kind of show.
And then I'm driving, and it's like 2 years later, I was like,
Well, clutch
Hell
my
no.
listen, clutch my pussy balls.
I ain't even got no pearls. I thought he was gonna say I missed out on a girlfriend. That's what he said. I missed out on some
And
3 ways.
he don't drink. Look, I just got hot. turn the air up in here.
But I will say this: so if you want a man to respect you in other ways, you just can't go to that extreme in how you dress. But you can still be sexy. You can still be sexy.
I think that as women, we should be able to wear what the heck we want to wear without y'all thinking we want you to jump on us. I really do. But I also think we have to be wise too, because what you put out there, whatever the bait is, that's kind of what you're going to catch. So if you're putting out sex, then you can't be upset when that comes back to you.
Right. I agree.
Can't. Let's get into our Halo Award. Courtney, you want to get that away?
We have the Halo Award this week, and
Yes,
it
I love it.
to
Hi, Tori.
everybody's favorite little guy.
He's so cute.
He's so cute. And it's terrible. It's Kevin Hart, guys. Woo! Cheers, cheers, cheers.
Yes.
He got his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame on Monday.
Oh,
and
congratulations.
he brought along his beautiful wife, Iniko, his lovely ex-wife, Tori, and their 2 children. And also in attendance, we had Ice Cube, Will Packer, Tim Story, and Halle Berry. And he basically said he was so appreciative of everybody coming out, and he had a quote on his Instagram with his new star. He said, "Hard work pays off. This is just the beginning, people. I'm inspired and motivated to do so much more. The last name Hart will have a powerful meaning when it's all said and done. The road to making the world laugh continues. Let's make history this weekend. Damn it."
So
he's got
kudos
a movie
to
coming
him.
out this weekend
Yes,
for
he
his
does.
stand-up.
I'm
Go
gonna
check
see
it
it.
out on Friday. It is
What's it called? Left
where's it?
Behind?
It's called Kevin Hart. What now?
Oh,
Question
What
mark.
Now?
So yeah, we shout him out. Basically, he brought his ex-wife, and they really
Mad
went through
respect.
some stuff.
Yes.
And they went through some stuff very publicly, and they seem to have squashed it really well and are in a really great place. And it was
Yes.
awesome to see them there together as a
That's
family.
how you respect the mother of your child.
Yes,
of
yes,
your
yes.
children, excuse me, because they have
have 2
so
kids.
kudos to
so
him.
kudos, congratulations.
Yes.
Check him out. And he's like the biggest, highest paid
Isn't that crazy?
comedian
Wait a minute, let me shout
on
that out.
Forbes. He beat Jerry Seinfeld this year.
What does he make?
He brought in $87 million from touring.
Wow.
That's a big.
He beat Jerry Seinfeld.
Well,
that's huge.
That's not that huge.
It is huge because Seinfeld still makes
Demetrius,
insane
you
amounts
a
of money.
hater.
It's
We
not-
have 2
I'm not
minutes. You a
hating.
hater.
It's not
We
that
don't
huge
have
'cause
time for
I'm
you.
glad that it finally
I'm
happened.
happy for Kevin, but
Demetrius
it's
and
not that
Courtney?
huge. He's not doing it.
I need a gavel.
He's on one show.
Order in the court.
But that's what makes it that much more amazing because Jerry Seinfeld's been at the top for this many years, just collecting
can
all
y'all-
that money. Sorry, we're fighting. I'm done.
I'm happy that Tori
Demetrius
came.
is a hater.
I'm not hating. Y'all not.
Okay.
That's not gonna be the story.
This ain't the Demetrius and Courtney show. Okay. These two need their own show. They really
Just
do.
saying.
With that spinoff.
Just saying.
I'm just
We're
going to do a
gonna
little
spin off.
solo.
BHL
Me
after
and
hours.
Stacey, if she ever just feels like showing up, we can
Stacey will come-
do our own
Stacey,
show.
come back.
I'm hating on
So
Kevin.
we got 2 minutes left. So what we're going to do is we're going to give our takeaways of the day, and then we're going to shout out to how can people keep in touch with you, Courtney? What's your takeaway?
Okay, my takeaway is do not roll up on nobody grabbing nobody's pussy because it is not okay. Talking about it ain't okay. Talking about it ain't never been okay. And if you decide to run for president, it certainly is not okay. So don't act surprised when we are upset and say it ain't okay. Don't vote for Trump. That's the end for me. Follow me everywhere at Stuart Starlet. I love it.
Follow me everywhere. I, Demetrius, I am not hating on Kevin Hart. I do not have problems with Kevin Hart.
Okay.
The fuck?
Here's my. I got kind of a long one. I'm gonna get it in. I'm gonna close it with respect. R, revere me. E, esteem me. S, show me that you care. P, protect me. You thought it was something else for that P. E, enjoy me. C, capture my heart. And T, touch. If you want to touch something, touch my soul and touch my heart.
Amen.
And that's our show. Eat, pray, and live.
From executives Kevin Undergaro, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, and the entire BHL staff, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us. info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I am the official voice of Black Hollywood Live, Scipio. Instagram me at KingXOBay. Thanks for tuning in.
Jerry Seinfeld on that list.
That's a
Like,
good one.
The views expressed here are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.